All right, now, I keep yelling, get the F out of California. Get out of there. Don't be the last one to leave. Bill? Bill? Stand by. All right, anyways, let's get on with it, shall we? Zero Hedge. California Dream. California, California Dream has become an overcrowded nightmare. Crowded nightmare. California Dream has become an overcrowded nightmare. Authored by Joe Schiffer via Liberty Nation. The state's leftist, again, put a liberal in charge and you're just whatever they're doing is going to implode at some point. The state's leftist immigration policies choke the livable life out of urban centers. Hey, but we need votes. Little secret, the Democrats, we don't get nearly as many votes as you even kind of think from Americans. We get most of our votes from double, triple, quadruple people voting, and it's mostly these illegals. You don't know that, you're not supposed to know that. The quality of life in the former paradise known as the state of California continues to decline precipitously. Overcrowding, strained resources, homelessness, and accompanying social welfare hazards seriously hamper the Golden State's major urban population centers. Instead of acknowledging that some form of course correction to developments over the past 30-odd years is necessary, however, California's Democratic politicians are steadfastly beating the drum for and attempting to accommodate massive legal and illegal immigration into their congested domains. Sardine cities, the California ranch house lifestyle founded on sunshine and ample backyard space for a pool, has become increasingly unaffordable for middle-class families in urban areas where most jobs exist. Living space has tightened and become impossibly pricey for too many, the Los Angeles Times reports, in what reads very much like an elegy of for lost land. It was wonderful when our population was only 12 million in the 50s, and even 22 million in the 70s. But now we're at 40 million and headed to 50 million by 2050, the Times reports. Well, that's funny, because my dad, I told you the story. We moved from New York. Us New Yorkers don't got to stick together, right? We're getting the hell out of here. It's too populated. The prices of stuff are going up. It's too expensive to live. We're getting out of here. Leaving New York, and we're going to San Diego Superchargers. I'm born San Diego. My sister was born before me, but whatever. We're there. I just barely turned 5, I think, 5 years old. It's getting too crazy over here. My dad, he told me this later in life. Same reason I had to leave New York, we had to leave California. Same exact reason. Prices are going up. Things are changing. It's not like it used to be. This is not the great place it used to be. This is in 70. No, this would have been 82-ish. 82. We're coming to Florida. We're going to go live with Uncle John. Well, near him. I'm a 5-year-old kid. I don't know what the hell's going on. We're just moving, whatever. And I've been in Florida ever since. So it's a little different if citizens are reproducing kids and, you meet a husband and wife, whatever, you have 2 kids, you're replacing yourselves. Husband and wife, you have 2 kids, you replace yourselves. So you're not adding to the population. You are temporarily with the kids, but then you die, your kids stay, the population should stay the same. However, when you let illegal aliens in droves, they're taking up a lot of space quickly, and they're also having babies, and you're paying for it. You're paying for it. And at first, it doesn't really seem noticeable. Little tax increase over here, a little bump up in the fee, driver's license fee there, whatever. And then it becomes, wow, we're massively underfunded. We've got so many illegals over here. We can't pay for this even kind of. We got to go crazy and raise rates and taxes and fees and everything until it's out of control. My dad, again, not that it was big time in 82, but the trend had already started. So I find that very interesting. California Governor Gavin Newsom's solution? Stack bodies up to the sky. The Democrat, a staunch advocate for illegal aliens, is turning a blind eye to the negative effects of encouraging foreigners to pour into his state and instead trying to handle the swell of lower-income residents by building what the Times states will be densely populated, multi-story living areas near transportation centers. And I'm just going to tell you how this is going to go. JSnip4's words. My own words. Middle class, again, is being wiped out. You're going to have the ultra wealthy in California that can afford these big McMansions, or excuse me, tiny, reverse of what a McMansion is, for the price of a McMansion. Oh, we got a 1,200 square foot house. How much you pay for that? 1.2 mil. Oh, you got a few acres? Nope. Quarter of an acre. Got it for a steal. Pardon me? Quarter of an acre, 1,200 square foot house. I'm sorry, say that again. 1.1K, 100K, like one. Are you trying to say like $100,010 or like 110,000? Like, what does that mean? I don't think I heard you. No, you heard me. 1.1 million. Oh, we'll live here for a few years and flip it. We're gonna flip it. Flip it good. When an illegal problem comes along, you must flip it. Or you just build it sky high. You must build it into shape. Shape it up. Now, where I was going with that, though, my own words, was the non-wealthy people who can't afford to live there, what used to be known as middle class, you will be sardine canned into these new high-rise buildings with some other people, illegal aliens, who might be in there with you. They might be above you. They might be to the left of you, to the right, below you, banging your ceiling. Hey, quiet down. Hey, yo. Stop that. Different kind of music, different kind of culture, different everything. It's gonna drive you mad. That's why I'm out here trying to do the friendly J-Step 4 thing. Get the hell out of that state before it's too late. I don't know that even Donald Trump can save that place. I mean, this again, the countries are going to split. They're going to be different. Remember that? That very well could happen. Oh, can't save California. They're finished. Let them be their own country. They're done. And Hollywood, keep Hollywood there. Oh, we're going to boycott Atlanta, Georgia for some nonsense I heard the other day, because Atlanta, Georgia, that area has very good tax incentives for Hollywood. Basically, if you come there and use their studios and that thing, it's like tax incentive, real good deal. My friend Joe, the movie guy, was telling me this a while back, and he was talking about moving there at some point to do that. But you know what? Don't go. Yeah, listen to the liberal. Don't go to Georgia. You guys stay over there on that rock, that big rocky thing that's about to fall off a cliff one of these days into the ocean. Now I got friends. I know some of my people is over there. You guys. I don't want to see that happen to you guys. But at any rate, like, this is just sell your little tiny house for your multi-McMansion dollar price and go buy something cash in another state or two. Paid off, done. Get out of there while you can. Because you might have saw my video the other day that said in a couple areas, the drop in pricing that came was unbelievable. 48% lower price here, 30%. Whoa, California? Yeah, that's right. You don't got to be the first one to exit. But you sure as hell don't want to be towards the end of the line when exiting. So anyways, yeah, he's going to create these densely populated multi-story living areas near transportation centers. This solution, of course, will do nothing to alleviate the negative impact overcrowding has on communities. The World Health Organization reports increased urbanization can be devastating to human health. Health challenges particularly evident in cities relative to water, environment, violence and injury, non-communicable diseases, unhealthy diets and physical inactivity, harmful use of alcohol, as well as the risks associated with disease outbreaks, is what they said. Urban sprawl has been reported to be a contributing factor to the rise of killer wildfires in California. It also has a deleterious effect on the state's a little ding. What was that? Oh, red coin staking. Thanks. It's got a few more red coin. Anyways, it also has a deleterious effect on the state's education system. Victor Skinner of eagnews.org, the website of the Education Action Group Foundation, details how Los Angeles teachers inexplicably advocate for illegal aliens even as they threaten to go on strike over the state's strained educational resources. Skinner cites a report from the Education Trust West that states some 250,000 illegal alien children between the ages of 3 and 17 are enrolled in California public schools, with the highest percentage in Los Angeles County. The trust states 750,000 kindergarten through 12th grade students in California are the children of illegal aliens. Yet immigration continues unabated. The Orange County Register reported on December 2017 that 85,339 foreigners had moved into the 4-county region of Southern California area in the past year. The paper notes that the region has 4 of the 5 most heavily populated counties in all of California. The website newgeography.com in 2016 broke down U.S. consensus data on the soaring population growth evident in California's urban centers. The state was home to 12 of the 106 U.S. Metropolitan areas with a population of 500,000, over 500,000 as of as of 2015, New Geography reported. Exit plans. A 2019 survey by Edelman Intelligence shows how unhappy Californians are with the new how unhappy Californians are with the new reality of their day-to-day lives. A majority of state residents surveyed, 53%, want to move away due to the high cost of living. Jason Ipfor's father in 1982 already started seeing it coming, felt it, just like he did in New York. I'm getting the hell out of here. California, oh my God, we weren't even here for a few years. Now it's here. I'm going to Florida where it's cheap. And then his offspring, Jason Ipfor, is out here talking about this stuff. It must have been a gene Papa handed down. You know what I'm saying? Papa was a rolling stone. He said, Jason Ip, I depend on you to spread the word. A whopping 76% of residents of the heavily populated Bay Area who were surveyed say they are seeking to leave. Additionally, 62% of those queried say homelessness is a serious problem in the state, and the same percentage feel California's best days are over. That's not me telling you this. That's people living there, and it is a huge percentage of the people surveyed. I'm trying to tell you in advance, get the hell out of there. The unspoken myth of unchecked third world immigration is that it allows impoverished peoples from broken nations the opportunity to claim their share of the American dream. In California, that dream is dying, with prosperity, health, and upward mobility no longer part and parcel of the individual human experience. It has long been clear that turning Los Angeles into Mexico City is harming the well-being of the native-born Americans residing on our West Coast. Becoming increasingly evident as well is that the state does nothing beneficial for the foreigners flocking into California's choked, strained, and stressed urban areas. Well, they are. They're giving them food stamps, welfare, and like I've said, every single time I have this conversation has come up, I say the same thing. You're taking an individual or individuals who have been living in extreme, horrible conditions in their homeland country and giving them what most Americans would say, I won't live like that. I'm not going to live off the welfare. I don't want to live like that. Living in a dump, no, I'm not going to live like that. But you could survive in America and still say I'm an American living that way. But again, most Americans, I want to go for the dream. I want to achieve the American dream. I don't want to live like that. Those foreigners will come over here and take the absolute lowest lifestyle that's capable of living here in America and say, oh my God, my life just got 10 times better. And it's true, it is. Their lives are 10 times better from where they came from. But everything that they've experienced, lived, part of that culture, they're not bringing it over here. They're bringing it to us. And again, banging your roof. The guy's up there making noise. Remember me in my last house? Renting that place? I had some riffraff next door to me. Garbage piling up in the back. Their boxes flying into my backyard. They're leaving them there for days. I've seen you out back on your back porch more than once. I know that you can see these giant boxes in my effing yard. Don't you? Nope. It was a Section 8 house right next to me. And I thought, oh my God, imagine if I owned this house. And whoever owns the house right next to me is in cahoots with the government program of Section 8, where they're just every few months a new person's coming in and going. We had a black family there that was first. And then next hour after them, the Spanish family comes in. She's pregnant. They already got 2 kids. She's not working. He's barely working. He hardly speaks English. And I can see it like they're struggling to survive. And I look at myself and say, man, thank God I'm not in that position, because I wouldn't like to live like that. And by the way, before they moved in, I'm out there one day and I see the entire house after the black people left that were there before them. Whoever the contractor or the guy's probably got a little handyman company that he uses in between, residents coming when he has to do all the repairs due to the riffraff destroying his house. Because I know that for a fact because I saw the thing. Pulling every piece of carpet out of the house. Every room that had carpet, they ripped every carpet out, and it was the worst thing I ever saw in my life. It was horrible looking carpet, like stained up and just nasty. That little girl would come to our house. She was quite a bit younger than all of my kids. But whatever, you're going to come over, that's fine. And grab some of my youngest kids' stuff, or even the twins. They were a little older than Ashley, but didn't matter. She would grab their stuff and start walking out of our house with it to her house. Whoa, hey, I forget her name. Where are you going? Going to my house. But you have our toys and stuff. You can't take this toys. This mine now. Pardon? This mine now. No. No, it's not yours now, and it's not going to be yours ever, little young lady. And I took it right back from him. No, it's going back in my house. And that was the last time. I said, that's the last time that little girl ever come over here. Who the hell's raising her? What the hell's going on here? That's what happens when riffraff is raising. So I've got riffraff living next to me. They get kicked out because they can't afford to pay the bills, even though Section 8, government's helping, subsidizing, can't make it work. And the government's idea was, we'll get these people out of the inner city, the ghettos and stuff, and we'll mix them in with the nice resident, the nicer areas. And not only was that house Section 8, but the one right next to it was Section 8. And there was these 3 young black kids smoking, doing drugs outside the front yard. And I'm like, wow. So that's what we bring. So we take them out of the ghetto, and then they bring that into our area. And then there was trash all over the ground. So then those kids, they get kicked out. Now they're gone. Another kid moves in. His name was Wendell. Younger kid. He's around my kid's age. Not too bad of a kid, actually. It was a pretty decent kid. But is throwing his trash everywhere. I'm seeing water bottles, candy wrapper, more water bottles, more candy. Knock on the door. Wendell. He answers. Is those your water bottles down on the sidewalks that I ride the bike down there and come back and I'm seeing? Oh, maybe a couple of them were mine. Dude, this is our neighborhood. You live here too. Like, don't trash the place up. Don't throw your trash on the ground. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Then the riffraff next to me, the Spanish one, after the other one moved out and the Spanish one moved in, I'm getting notices. HOA. Bit of trash in the front of your yard. You know, keep it clean. They take a picture. They take a picture of it. Oh, that's those weird Spanish suckers, candy that you have to go to like a Spanish store to buy them. Like I've never seen them in any normal regular store. Oh, I know who has those. My Spanish neighbors. I'd see their kids with them all the time. Knock on the door. Yeah, I got a notice on my HOA thing about trash in my yard, but they sent me the picture. It's actually your kid's candy wrapper in my front yard. And as I was coming over here, I looked down. There's another wrapper down there now. And I have my trash can out. It's been out all day. And I noticed little Zachy was riffraff. I refer to as riffraff, little Zachy. Zachy was sitting there with a lollipop in his mouth in the exact spot where this wrapper is. And it's literally a foot away from my garbage can. Like he could have just, you know what I mean? Like, okay, I'll talk to him. Okay. So when people grow up a certain way, certain lifestyle, certain upbringing, certain culture, that does not mix with your American lifestyle. So what is California's solution? Let's flood our state with these illegal immigrants who are going to love living in the bottom end of the poverty line here because it's 10 times better than where they came from. Except as we move this in and it encroaches on an area that used to be nice and used to be friendly, no drugs, no gangs, and all of a sudden MS-13, gangs, drugs, encroaching, I got to move now. Neighborhood's not safe anymore. But we got to get those Democrat votes. The Democrats have got to get the votes. We'll do anything to get them. Because you American citizens aren't really coming out in droves voting for us. As you saw, Hillary Clinton's campaign, remember when she was 100 people there, 200, oh, she got 300, I think. That's it. Donald Trump, 30,000. And remember CNN, their camera zoomed way in. So don't go more than 4 feet that way, Miss Hillary. Don't go 4 feet that way. Oh, yeah, that's good. Don't go any further than that, because if you do, our camera's going to show the tiny little bleacher, the little carry-along bleachers we bring with you. That makes it look like there's a bunch of supporters behind you, but there's only like 15 or 20. That one, yeah. You'll go out, you don't go too far. So she's giving a speech. There's 15, 20 behind her. She's giving a speech to everybody else, when really she should just be turning around, because those are almost all the people that showed up anyways. And with a tiny little handful in the audience. I had pictures from the one in St. Petersburg, Florida. People were taking. It was worse than terrible. Then she went to Orlando. That's a blue area. Orlando, Florida. We rented a gymnasium. Donald Trump is selling out freaking stadiums. You rented a gymnasium? What the? 95% chance, the polling data is showing 95% chance Hillary Clinton is going to pull this up. The Democratic Party are criminals. And they will destroy your livelihood. Vote red next time, okay? Take care.